is a recipe from a bakery that is more than 78 years old. The grandfather that started it all, who's 92, still comes in and helps hand bake every single one of these fruit-filled flips. I know this is gonna be a flippin' good time because when you see everything that you're bringing home today from the Pennsylvania bakery, which Rochelle Shank has brought us, you're taking a look at 4 cherry-filled fruit flips. You've got 4 of the apple and 4 of the blueberry. Now they're brand new, completely filled to the brim, generous sizes. You're getting 12 total, which works out to be around $3.15 for a handmade, homemade, baked good that is out of this world. Rachel, talk to me about your family's bakery.
Sure. So we are a family bakery, like you said, started back when my great-grandfather immigrated from Germany in 1938. And we are still doing things in our bakery in Camp Hill, right outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the exact same way today. Everything is made from scratch. You know, we take the time to really hand roll, hand bake, hand proof all our different baked goods that we have.
Well, and take a look at the presentation because first of all, you can see this ooey gooey fruit-filled pastry puff that is so intense in its flavor. I mean, what exactly is a fruit-filled flip?
Great question. So this is our French pastry dough, a recipe that dates back to my great-grandfather, and it is just a rich, luscious dough, and we take the time to actually flip that back and forth in cinnamon and sugar, which is how it got its name throughout the whole process. And then they are filled, here's our blueberry, as you see, they're filled the whole time with our different fruit fillings. Here's our apple. You can see there's big chunks of apple throughout it.
Well, I just love all the layers because when you take a bite out of it, I mean,
you
look
see
at
all
what
the cinnamon throughout.
all is coming through. I mean, you've got this intense, ooey gooey, fruit-filled flavor puff that when you open it up, it's not just one layer of fruit. It is jam-packed with this.
Right. Yeah, you see all those layers of that French pastry that's been flipped back and forth in the cinnamon and sugar. They also have this nice cinnamon and sugar, almost like a crust to the outside of them, which is such a nice contrast from the soft fruit filling in the middle. So they're just out of this world.
You know, I'll tell you this much, as somebody who will break for a bakery, what's really nice about Rachel and her family is this is really that destination for a true patisserie confection. And what's interesting about when you see these fruit-filled cups is the fact that you get equal parts of sweet and cinnamony and warm puff pastry, but then the inside, like kind of that point where like, oh, this is why I got it for the fruit. It's fresh, but it's light, and it keeps you coming back for another bite.
Right. Well, it's got that fruit filling, and you can see there's chunks of real fresh fruit throughout the filling, and it's all throughout the flip. We have a great flavor combination that QVC chose for you. You know, our customer favorite flavors. So we're super excited to bring these flavors to you.
So if you can't make it to Camp Hill, the good news is you can bring these to your door right now for free shipping and handling, or you can decide for the December 12th date. But what's interesting about this, because you're getting 12 pastries, which, by the way, when I look at these, every single portion you could share. So really I'm looking at 24 portions if you'd like to because of their decadence. But they're easy enough to bring home, store, and good luck if they make it past the refrigerator.
Right, exactly. So they come individually packaged, you know, individually wrapped. They're actually labeled with the flavor as well. They come to you fresh baked from our bakery, and if they last that long, you can have them for about 3 days on your counter, 5 days in your fridge if you want to keep them a little bit longer, or 6 months in your freezer. So if you want to just pull one out, you know, every Saturday night.
Every day.
We've
got you for almost 2 weeks. Now can you heat them up? Because that's cinnamon and sugar and fruit.
And speaking of that, I have a great heated up fruit flip for you in a couple different flavors.
Would you like to come over and try the hot version of the fruit filled
This is my husband's very favorite way. Heated up, and it's awesome with a scoop of ice cream.
And what flavor is this one?
That one is the blueberry. I think you might have just had the cherry.
I got the cherry. The cherry gets you right here. Like, remember how your grandmother used to pinch your cheeks? That's what the cherry is right there.
This is a beautiful balance of fruit to pastry.
Yeah.
I just have to say, like,
And
it's a
that's
really
hard to do.
It's very hard to do, so it doesn't end up too doughy. It's spectacular.
I know this is the kind of thing where you're like, okay, but you only served me one of these. Did you have another one? And the good news is you have 12, and more than 400 of you have dialed in for that. Thank you. And this is brand new today, so this is not something you've ever seen before on QVC. And when you do think about, okay, holiday morning, we just had a huge Christmas Eve dinner. We've got a huge Christmas dinner. I don't want to cook. You're gonna grab this for a morning pastries. Everybody's sitting around the table, grabbing their cup of coffee. But then when you want to be particularly indulgent, maybe after that big holiday movie, or when you're watching You've Got Mail, your favorite holiday movie, you're thinking, I want to sit on the couch and serve this with ice cream. You can do that too.
Oh, right. Yep. And I mean, they make great gifts as well. I don't know, they put some beautiful bows on these for you. The bow is not included, but you know, think of this. They come in 3 different packages: 1 apple, 1 blueberry, 1 cherry. So it's almost like 3 different gifts. You know, think about all the things that you might miss at the holidays, like hostess gifts, or your hairstylist, or you know, the postman. There's so many different people.
This is something that, because you can individually pack them, you're getting 12, 3 of each flavor, in the cherry, the apple, and the blueberry. You know, you could break it up and give it to your girlfriend. Serve it with a bottle of wine. Come over, let's chit chat. Let's talk about our goals for 2017. The idea of bringing this brand new to you today from the Pennsylvania bakery that your grandfather still comes in at 92 and helps hand make them. When you place your order today, Rachel's got to leave to go back home because she's got to go make all of these.
We've got to go make these to ship them out to you.
Yes, and so it's so funny because everything is handmade, everything is small batch, but everything is fresh, delivered to your door. So when you're looking for that one-of-a-kind pastry that makes you feel like the bakery was delivered to your door, that you open up every time, and because of that warm cinnamon and sugar with the lightness of the fruit brings a smile to your face, this is the set that you want to do it in. And they're all individually packaged. 800 now out the door, which, no pressure, you have to go and think. You're like, shoot, I have to make 800 times 12. What
got a large family, so we'll all work together.
No auto delivery on this, and a very small quantity of what we've brought in. 800 now out the door. It's 53528. Thank you so much. It was good to meet you. Oh, we've got so we've got another brand new idea that is straight from Kentucky. It is called a Majesta, and let me bring